What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in the Khaliis Take. You know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell just so you can get the newest and the bonus content first. But hey, let's just go ahead and jump right in. At this point, I gotta say, Zach Lavine wants to be a Los Angeles Laker. And there's no doubt in my mind, there's reports coming out about, of course, about Anthony Davis being traded, for Zach Lavine. And, LeVar Ball even said himself that somehow Zach Lavine was going to find his way to LA, to the Lakers. Now, of course, LeVar Ball is not, the end all be all, but, he probably has some insight on certain things and definitely speak to some higher up people and know some things and got some inside scoop on some things. And then on top of that, like I said, when you think about it in this aspect, not even from that, but Zach Lavine is rep by Clutch Sports, which is the same, organization LeBron is rep by. And, Zach Lavine definitely has said before and said here lately, he's a big fan of the Lakers, and definitely would definitely embrace the opportunity. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at that in its entirety, I mean, that's a go situation. And it's definitely a situation where, he could find himself in a place like LA, in a place where he would definitely flourish at. And like I said, he is from the West Coast, so it definitely would be a fitting situation for him. And he definitely, I'm pretty sure he definitely was a Kobe Bryant fan like most of us was. So, I mean, him going there and learning from one of the greatest players of all time and LeBron James would definitely be fitting for his career. I mean, definitely, more fitting than probably Chicago, because I don't really believe in the DeMar DeRozan thing. I mean, DeMar DeRozan is really good. He's a really good player, a very good star player at that, but I don't think you win a championship with DeMar DeRozan. I mean, first of all, he doesn't really shoot threes like that. And like I said, he's not really dominant like that. This is the first year I think I've seen him really, take his game to another level. I mean, he was good with the Toronto Raptors back in the day, but they just didn't seem like a team that could take it to the next level. I mean, with Zach Lavine and Lonzo Ball on the Bulls, I mean, they really seem like they could really, become something big, even though, coming out the East is going to be tough because you got so many other teams, Giannis and all them and KD. It would be tough, but I don't know. I'm just not sure if you win a championship with Zach Lavine. I'm just not sure if you could. I'm not sure you win a championship with DeMar DeRozan, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if Zach Lavine found a way to the Lakers, I mean, that definitely would be a really big time move for him, really big time move for the organization. And there again, the one problem with the Lakers is they don't have enough youth on the team. And, having somebody like Zach on there, that's pretty much all the youth you need. That guy right there is an awesome player, can jump high, can shoot the three, step back. And it looks like he only gets better year after year. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, he has a few injury issues, but I mean, what player doesn't? And, I definitely see him flourishing in a situation like this. And that's what the Lakers need. They need some, a new star player there that they can kind of rely on a little bit and actually, build a future around. Because, I mean, honestly, like I said, Russell Westbrook has then lost a step, you know what I'm saying? And Anthony Davis just doesn't stay healthy enough. And LeBron is getting old. I mean, no matter how good he played last year, it doesn't really matter. The guy's getting old and he's aging before everybody's eyes, and a lot of people just don't want to accept that, but he is, even though he's still playing great at his age, which is exceptional. You got to give him credit there, but at the same time, you got to understand, I mean, at some point his age is really going to show, and when it starts showing, then what are you going to do? So I mean, having somebody young like a Zach Lavine in the organization to just come in and step in and be the next guy for them, I mean, that's exactly what they need, and that's exactly what I think will be good for the Lakers. I mean, it's not going to make them that much better of a team, I believe, because like I said, they're still going to have some defensive issues. I mean, but I think adding somebody like Zach Lavine, definitely could make them a more attractive team in regards to, having somebody like him there and, putting in the work with somebody like him and getting him to the level that he can actually become. Because I think Zach Lavine can be, one of the face of the league type guys. I really do. A lot of people don't talk about him like that, but I mean, I definitely think he could be the face of the league type type player. I mean, caliber type player. So, I mean, I would love to see him, get that opportunity. And, playing for a team like the Lakers, it really, boost his credibility up there. It would actually, boost up his everything, his value, all the above. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it would be great to see, and put him in a position like that, because I don't really think he's getting far with the Bulls, because as I said before, I just don't really see the Bulls getting too far. I mean, Lonzo Ball stays hurt more than he actually plays, and he hasn't even been playing that long to me. And, DeMar DeRozan's good, like I said, but I don't think DeMar DeRozan could take it to the next level. He had a lot of good years with the Toronto Raptors, but could never get them nowhere. And then Kawhi Leonard goes there one year, and then they win a championship with a brand new head coach. You know what I'm saying? He's just not that on that type player to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see DeMar DeRozan on that level. He has good seasons, good moments, and, MVP, he's in MVP discussions and stuff like that. But getting you to a championship and winning it, I think, Zach Lavine would have a better chance possibly with the Lakers if the Lakers could stay healthy and they found a way to add a little bit more, defense to their game, and maybe even a better coach, or a better coach than the candidates they're looking at. In the future, I could see, Zach Lavine winning a championship with a team like the Lakers more than I could the Bulls. Because the Bulls, he's not going to be a number one guy. He's always going to be a number two to DeMar DeRozan, and I think that Zach Lavine could be a number one scoring option on a team one day. I really think he can, you know what I'm saying? And the opportunity to be great, and I know he would embrace it, because he's definitely, a Kobe fan, like I said, like most of us, or was one. So, I mean, I definitely think he would embrace the opportunity and, play his heart out. And I'd like to see him, in a spot where he can actually flourish more and be like a number one guy. You see what I'm saying? Or at least be, in a winning opportunity, a chance to win. Because like I said, the Bulls, they don't have a chance to win in the East, because they're just not, all around the team is not good enough. You know what I'm saying? They got good players, good role players, everything like that. But when you look at the Nets, that's a team that's better, if they're healthy. The Celtics are better. The Miami Heat is better. Like I said, the Bucks are better, you know what I'm saying? And then, you got to throw in one of those other teams eventually that might, catch up to the Bulls or something like that. That could be pretty good too. One of the other young teams, Atlanta might get better here eventually. You never know. And maybe even New York Knicks might be better here in the future if they actually get somebody else added on that team. So that's what I'm saying. I don't really see the Bulls going too far, in the Eastern Conference. I really don't, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I mean, Zach Lavine might as well look elsewhere and maybe try to build his own characteristic of, possibly being a number one player, or, getting himself in that position to eventually become that. Because, I mean, he definitely can eventually become that with the Lakers, because, like I said, LeBron's going out, Anthony Davis is not healthy enough, and they might trade him, and Russell Westbrook's not going to be there but so long himself. So, I mean, like I said, be on a team that you want to be on and play for a team where you probably feel the most comfortable. And I think Zach Lavine would fit right in with this team, especially what they have right now. They would definitely embrace having somebody like him, and they definitely would let him flourish, if he actually got, acquired by the Lakers. And I think that would be a big move for them. Not saying they win a championship this next season, but I guarantee you they would be a lot better than what they were, and they would be more exciting. And like I said, I think they would, at least make a play-in tournament. So I definitely would be all for it, if he actually did that. I would like to see him in a spot where, a spot like the Lakers. I think he would fit better with them. And I think, you would see, I think they would feature him more, you know what I'm saying? Because I think the Bulls, like I said, I think they're all about DeMar DeRozan. And I feel like, Zach Lavine is a part of that, but I don't feel like he's featured enough there. So, I mean, he needs to be on the spot where he's featured enough and where you could see more of, his talents and, more, and see that he's more than a dunker. I feel like a lot of people look at him more as a dunker than anything else, but he's definitely more than that. He's got a jump shot, lethal step back. And on top of that, he can give you about 24 points a game, about 5 rebounds a game, about what he averaged this past year, shooting over 45+% from the field. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at a player like that. He can definitely come in there and make an impact. Now, I will say this too. it's really, really a long shot for him to even get to LA. I mean, it's more, to me, it's more highly unlikely than it is likely, because I mean, it's so many things got to fall in the right place for him to actually be able to land to LA. And like I said, they would have to probably get rid of one of their major pieces, or, you know, they'd have to get rid of a lot of some of their other core players. And I mean, now they do like, you know, some of their core young players like Malik Monk and Austin Reeves, you know, players like that. They probably have to get rid of players like that, which kind of build up some of their youth as well. And maybe they might have to get rid of, who knows, maybe they might even have to, you know, give up an Anthony Davis or something like that, or maybe not that much to get Zach Lavine, but I mean, they would have to give up that, maybe a pick or two. And like I said, I don't know if they really, you know, willing to do that, because like I said, I mean, the Malik Monks and the Austin Reeves and those guys like that, they need to kind of keep the young guys there, because they need some youth on the floor. They can't have a bunch of old guys there that's losing energy and not being able to fill out and finish out quarters the way they're supposed to because of their age. So I mean, they gotta keep some youth there. So they don't want to give up too much of their youth just to get a player like Zach Lavine. They want to kind of keep what they have in those areas and kind of build on top of that. You know, add Zach Lavine to that young core so they can actually rest some of the old guys more and give them more opportunities to sit on the bench and watch the young guys work, and then build up their energy to come back out there and finish off games. So I mean, that's why I said, you know, it would be kind of a long shot to get Zach Lavine, especially, you know, with the Westbrook situation, his contract. I mean, they got some reports out there even saying they might cut Russell Westbrook, but I don't see that happening. So now, of course, if they did do something like that, maybe it'd be a lot easier to get Zach Lavine if they did. But I mean, like I said, I don't see them doing that. So I mean, like it's a long shot to really get him, but it would be a great opportunity for him if he actually found a way to get there. And like I said, with his young fresh legs and you know, his energetic ways, I think he can bring a lot of life to the Lakers, and definitely, you know what I'm saying, take over a lot of the scoring role where LeBron can take a back seat to it and give him more time to rest and be ready for the playoffs when they decide to, you know, when it's time for the playoffs to come. So, I mean, it definitely would be a big boost for the Lakers. So, I mean, I'm definitely wanting to see what moves they make in the offseason. But like I said, this would be a long shot move. If they're able to pull it off, that'd be great. But it's definitely, you know what I'm saying, not a 50-50. I would say it's more like a 80-20, 70-30 chance. But we'll see what happens. You know, the Lakers definitely got a chance, especially with, you know, him saying he would love to play for him. And like the Lakers, always been a fan of him and things like that. You know, all the reports and stuff coming out. So we'll see how it pans out for him. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section as always. And hey, Khaliis out.